Oh, hey man. Hey man, the recorder is already. It's already on, man. We about to have some fun, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, boy. Oh, what's up, man? Hey, everybody, man. Welcome my partner, man. My player partner, Pharoah Edmonson, man. It's been a minute, man, since we chopped it up, man. What's going on with you? Where you been? What you doing?
A lot of things since we spoke has changed in the world. I messed around. I sold my old truck. You know, I drive trucks, and I ended up getting a new one. I'm gonna send you a video of it and everything. It got all the bells and whistles, and it got all the warranties. It's a 2023 Freightliner Cascadia. So, that, and had to deal with some nigga shit when I was at home. You
okay.
I mean, I was out on the road. I guess a guy across the street, my neighbor, got into it with his girl. She tried to run him over with a car. He shot at her.
God
ended up
damn.
hitting my house. The bullets ended up hitting my house. So I'm sitting over here, got a foul claim, taking pictures, dealing with insurance company, just
damn.
So I'm like 2023. Okay, I'm starting off the year like this. Come on now. So.
Oh, hey.
I know, man. That it's just Atlanta, and really Atlanta as a whole is getting out of control. I mean, it's just. But you know what? I kind of, I foresee this, and I just, kind of further down the line on the podcast, I can tell you what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right, man. Well,
yeah.
Man, man, the party must begin, I guess, man. All right, we here because we have a situation where there's a magnitude 9 earthquake going on in the Black Manosphere, man. All because cats is. I can't even believe I'm about to even keep speaking on this, man. White woman said some things that, brothers didn't necessarily agree with, and everybody is flipping out, man, you know what I mean, talking about, I don't know, man, I'm speechless right about now. Her name is just Pearly Things, and I guess she got in good, man, once, Kevin Samuels passed away, and she picked up all of the red pill subscribers, the red pill warriors, you know what I'm saying? And so everybody was championing her as the next big thing as far as the red pill was concerned, right? And so now they mad at her because she had a white supremacist on her show, and she said some things that they didn't necessarily jive with, you know what I mean, as far as the famous slavery was embellished, you know what I mean? But she was basically quoting Alex Haley. And then, then they just started nitpicking the chick, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. What is your view on this, man? And now keep in mind, when I'm asking you this, be 100, because basically I don't really care what anyone's opinion is. It doesn't matter if you agree or disagree. I'm still gonna rock with you. I ain't like none of these panty wearing ass niggas, man. If we have philosophical disagreement, I'm not gonna play with you no more. I'm gonna take my ball and go home. Any of that fuck shit, you know what I mean? So I've been trying to tell cats, man, like, look, if you think that she was out of pocket, fine. I ain't got no dog in this race. I really don't. My main view is the reaction of the Negroes, man. It ain't necessarily her. I give 2 fucks about her. But my thing is, nigga, stop crying about the bitch, man. You know what I mean? That's my main thing. So, what do you say? What's going on in your head when you hear and you see this debacle going on?
Well, the main thing that I'm seeing is just the selective and the fake outrage that's going on. It's really one thing that you can really, let's say, you can make 100% sure on a Negro.
Okay.
Is that when you say the wrong thing about something, you can get them riled up very easily. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's very easy to kind of like manipulate, how I would say, the Black collective. And this thing really, it's so funny. So, I've been in the mix for quite some time, so I kind of know where it started.
Okay.
Well, she did this interview with Nick Fuentes dang near almost a month back. So right now, it's pretty much the beginning of April where we pretty much recorded. So she did this interview literally around the beginning of March.
Okay.
So a YouTuber, as you know, by the name of Jason Black, he sat on this interview and he knew about it this whole time. And pretty much now it's been about, a week or so has passed, and he's decided to pretty much call her and Adam 22 to task. So, my whole thing is, one, the thing that gets me is that the pro-Black, pretty much that's mainly the people that are crying, or V1, are saying that the Black Manosphere, because of us, we were the one that propped her up, and that's how she got all these subscribers, these views. And I'm like, at this point, where's the evidence in the backing of this claim? That's really what the main was. I mean, if you gotta say that the Black Manosphere is a small space, Pearly has over 1.4 million subscribers.
Okay.
How does the Black Manosphere prop that up?
Right.
Because if you look at Pearly things, where I think she went by a different name back in the day, but she came more towards the white Manosphere. She came under with Rolo Tomasi and Coach Greg Adams.
Right.
And she pretty much got the talking points from on that side. So when you hear the stealing of the red pill talking points, even though the Black Manosphere and the white Manosphere are kind of like have similarity, even though we separated, she pretty much got her talking point from over on that side. So for you people to say that the Black Manosphere were the main one that propped her up, I'm like, that's a lie.
Okay.
Like, this is just nothing more, and I'm going to tell you why that is, why they're telling this lie. And it's mainly stemming from Jason Black. And I hate to say, Jason Black has some very good points when he talks about the power dynamic, especially on the business channel. But if anybody knows behind the scenes or what's going on, is he has a contempt, and he always been having a contempt for Kevin Samuels. Okay. And that's where it stemmed from. Anybody that had any connections with Kevin Samuels, any collaboration, or pretty much anything that Kevin Samuels touched with panels he went on, it's kind of like Jason has this rage against. And my thing is with that is that it's a megalomania, and it's with an attitude, and it's kind of like what you said a couple years ago when you say they have the Luciferian complex, right, or something to that correct, where it only can be one, and he literally has that. And so with this interview and stuff, this is where they were saying that he propped her up. Oh, Kevin Samuels, she had a consultation with him, even though she paid for it. Right. She paid the man for it, but somehow Kevin Samuels was wrong for that. And then, as you can see now, a night or two ago, he just came back to lead attorney. Okay. So, I just this outrage is just egos are just so, I just bloodthirsty or want to come at us. And my thing is that your gripe is, and I told people this in the comment section and stuff, your gripe is not with us. Your gripe is when you are following somebody who has been having an issue for quite some time with a man who is now deceased and has been deceased for a year. And he's still doing better numbers while he's deceased than when he was alive. Wow. So you pretty much having a friend over a dead man. And then right after they did the anniversary of his passing on his birthday, which was last month, everybody now popped up videos about him. And I'm like this the video, he said, what did people learn from Kevin Samuels? I'm like, literally, like, for real. And now,
who said that? Who said that?
Jason Black, he has the video up. It's still up there when people learn from Kevin Samuels.
All right.
And I'm like, and it came out around his birthday. Kevin Samuels' birthday. And I'm like, wow. So I'm like, this is how we're going to stoop down to now. So this is just another one. This early thing is just another situation where people just sit over and say, see, I told you if the Black Manosphere was clean. I told you that there were some beta males. I told you that y'all always love the white woman. I'm like, if you don't shut all the way the heck up, one, you know what I'm saying, because she interviewed him, it was bad for optics. I can quite remember, and shout out to the city, even though he can flip-flop sometimes, but Jason Black interviewed not one, but two white supremacists. Went to their house and did the interview.
Yeah, man.
Trevor Taylor and, what's his name, Richard Spencer.
Exactly.
And then charge you Negroes $40 for the documentary.
Wow.
It was called Race Wars? That's what I believe it was called.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, so if anybody sitting over here want to get at somebody for interviewing a supremacist, I'm like, should be you, Mr. Black.
Yeah.
I'm like, you went to their house, into their lair. When she did this, he at least came out to London that was in pretty much in her area. Because Pharoah is if anybody will know anything about her, I would say the whole thing, the interview was pretty much just a little, it was misinformation, and it was probably just naive on her part.
Right.
Like what she said was dumb, yes. What she said was kind of dumb. So, but she also, too, she's a white woman that come from an upper class family.
Right.
I don't expect her to understand really our plight.
Exactly.
I really don't. So, what's this outrage about? I mean, we've heard worse of things that are in this space, but people haven't gotten that super outraged about it. Y'all just, my thing is that she quoted Alex Haley, when she said the slavery was embellished, which she quoted, what she said, but y'all not going over to his Twitter or anything else, holiday, talking about why he said it and stuff. She just pretty much just quoted what he said, and the whole thing. And my thing is that people, the people that support her, the black people, those are more like the British that support her. The black British, like your King Riches. I don't know if you ever heard of his YouTube channel, but he's one of the I guess the co-host on the show. So, but she pays them, and she pays them all well. So this whole thing with Sarah Garvey trying to expose her about, they out here signing deals like it's 360. I'm like, well, y'all can't read. Y'all can't read the fine print. What you signing? Like, this 2023. Like, this is not no 1998.
Yeah.
Like, so you exposed them, and I was like, hey, but you was benefiting the whole time.
Yeah.
While she was there. So I'm like, why is everybody coming out now talking about exposed? She already told y'all, really, her life is pretty much an open book. There's really nothing to expose. I mean, okay, you want to say, she beat to a black guy back in the day when she was on her feminist shit. Well, she admitted that. You would have never known that she would have never admitted it.
Right.
So, I mean, okay, that has, but my thing is that this is what Buddy, that Sarah did say that was true. When Kevin Samuels passed, there was a vacuum that needed to be filled, a void. And pretty much, first, Andrew Tate was on the rise, which he was. But you heard that he was pretty much sent to jail over some BS, over some female trafficking.
Right. And
I find it so hilarious that all of this is happening, and he just got let out yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and also EGS said something that was interesting, because Jews are pretty much, the society is pretty much looking at the pushback of men, the feminization of men, the family structure has been down, and pretty much Andrew Tate is what you consider he's the joker of the society, the way how his brutality is, with the dude saying, just pretty much work on yourself. Don't participate on what's going on. See, as a society, as you know, the plutocrats, for the well to keep going, they need the guys to participate.
Yeah.
That's how you keep everything moving. When you have an agency in the Matrix or a Joker that's in the Manosphere who disrupts that, that's a major problem. And it's pretty much, that's where that article where they saying guys are laying flat, that's where it comes from. It's just guys are just saying, well, if I'm going to do all this, women got these expectations and da-da-da-da, what's the purpose of sitting over here doing all this and I'm going to be treated like this?
Right.
So I'm not going to participate. So what it is that now I believe it was just a setup for him to get arrested or to die down, and now they have a white, not only a white person, a white female who got the same talking points, but that's more valuable because it's a white woman.
Yeah.
It's more, she's not what people say, she doesn't have that feudal attraction, so she doesn't really have an intimidating factor. She just pushes off on feminists and stuff, and they're really actually prompting her to be the face of the talking point. And I think when DJ said that, he was on to something when he said that. And I said, you know what, if Negroes were smart, then pretty much her already, let's say she did take our talking points from us, that's going to be more mainstream, because you idiots are sitting over here propping her up, being mad, like you thinking you stopping something. Like her algorithm of her videos are just everywhere. I literally had a friend sitting over here just called me, sitting over here saying, and he don't know nothing about the Manosphere. He said, hey bro, have you heard it? Like girl, they just do things. I'm like, yeah, like what's going on? She said, bro, they literally playing her at work.
Right. Yeah.
They playing her at work. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh snap. So I'm like, it's literally, I'm like, it literally, what you Negroes, niggas is doing, is you're doing exactly the opposite. You thinking that you canceling her? No, all you just did was you just expanded her pretty much her reach. And you did it free of charge. No 360 deal. Go ahead.
Man. I don't know where to start, man. All I can say is, Negroes are so ignorant to the art of war. You know what I mean? They stay simple-minded, man. You know what I mean? Especially when you looking at these so-called pro-blacks, man. And I have an extensive history with pro-blacks, because once upon a time, I considered myself pro-black. You know what I mean? Coming up in the 90s. And, it's just a different breed of pro-black out here, especially when it comes to social media, because pro-blackness now, it is definitely lucrative. Once money gets involved, I mean, all bets are off, man. You know what I mean? These cats ain't really, they're not really doing it for the love of it, man. They're not really doing it because it's just the right thing to do when they're trying to elevate the race, elevate the community, man. It's all about the dollar, man. So, yeah, man, your boy Jason Black, I find that interesting how he himself interviewed two staunch, down, devout racists, and then all of a sudden, he got fake outrage for this white woman who basically, she interviewed a member of her tribe. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is her folks. This is her people. It doesn't matter just how distasteful their message might be. You know what I mean? It's still her tribe. And she can have a member of her tribe on, you know what I mean, to get in his head and try and figure out, why do you think this way? And you got niggas out there, how dare you have another white person on your show? And I'm like, what? And I think I spoke on this, a couple podcasts ago, man. That's like me having Farrakhan on my podcast, you know what I mean? And then, got some white boy out there coming to me trying to talk shit, like, how dare you have Farrakhan? I'm like, man, you better give me 50 feet, white boy. You know what I mean? I can have whoever the fuck I want on my show, man. Talking crazy to me. Even though Farrakhan has, he has some so-called, quote-unquote, racist tendencies. You know what I mean? But I still want to talk to Farrakhan. You know what I mean? And I'm going to talk to him. You know what I mean? Now she out there apologizing for talking to, what was his name? What's his name again?
Talking about the guy from the group.
Yeah,
Sarah Garvey.
Nah, the racist dude she interviewed.
Oh, Nick Fuentes.
Yeah. You know, now she got to go on there and apologize because she had a member of her tribe on there, and she had some. I mean, she was inquisitive. She really wanted to know, like, hey man, what's going through your head, and you know why everybody hates you so much. I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do. In the vein of information, in the vein of actually being on social media, I mean, we do have people out here who have journalistic integrity.
Right.
You know, and that's what it is. It's journalism. You don't just interview folks that agree with you, dumbass niggas. You interview folks who have, you know, different, should I say, conflicting viewpoints, man. That's what it's about, man. You don't just be walking around trying to find echo chambers, you know, and then they mad at her because she was real submissive about listening to what he had to say. I mean, they just so used to this skillet, this black warrior princess mentality, man. When you know how black chicks be just, man, you can't say nothing, you know, to a black woman that she disagree with. Oh, hell no, you can't have that, because she gonna flip the fuck out, man. And so you sitting down there and you listening to her actually being feminine and just, you know, not turning up, just listening. And niggas is tripping on that, man. But I thought that that's what y'all wanted in the first place out your women. I can't tell. Shit, because now, you know, you find that distasteful. You know what I mean? So, man, I don't know, man.
And it's funny because shout out to Edward Anderson, man, because he definitely give you guys props too, especially when you had the Luciferian, you know, the complex. He gave you props for it.
Right.
But he said that black men are just comfortable. Black men are just comfortable being under pretty much the matriarchy. At this point, it's already been pretty much vetted and seen. Just dudes are just comfortable with it. And my thing is, if you are comfortable being led by your women and you can't staunch up and, you know, be the leader and speak your mind and tell them, you know, this is the way it's going to happen, no ifs, ands, or buts, like, then that's you. Admit that and be quiet. But don't sit over here and interfere with change or what other black men are trying to do. They're trying to switch this around because, contrary to popular belief, we are focusing on the wrong thing. If you don't know what the heck is going on in this world,
right,
post-COVID, or what's about to happen where the banks are failing and we about to go into a recession 2.0 and it's going to be worse than 08,
right,
I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have, and that's my thing with pro-black. See, pro-black, you're not going to, it's more of a, like you said, it's a money thing. You're not going to tell your women the truth because it doesn't benefit you money-wise and you know you're going to easily get canceled. See, I've always said, when you do that, you don't really care about the community and you really don't care about your women. Because at the end of the day, you would rather lead them to the slaughterhouse for them to get bit or for them to die than to sit over here and give them the truth and tell them what's really going on. Yeah, it's going to hurt some feelings, okay, the truth, that's what it's supposed to do. It's a medicine. It's not supposed to taste good. But at the end of the day, you forget a lot of stuff on the back end. And nobody doesn't care about that. Like, oh, let's have a conversation. No, you're not trying to have a conversation. You want to have a feel-good moment.
Right.
That's what y'all want to have. It's 2023. The stuff that we have to run into, I don't have time to sit over here and preach a feel-good moment to a bunch of adults that have raised children and that's supposed to be logical thinkers, especially for men. And so my whole thing is that if you like that and underfoot of your women, well then you won't have to take what comes with that. But don't sit over here and project what the Black Manosphere doing, talking about, oh, we popped up a girl, a white girl, in which, like I said, like her black audience, majority are not even African American, they're black race. Like, have Nigerian descent, Central African descent, whatever, or from that, you know, that's her. If there's anything black, it's going to be that audience.
Okay.
My whole thing is that has nothing to Black Manosphere. We never popped her. We've heard a couple of her videos and stuff, and like I said, she's going to be, because of you niggas, she's going to be, you done spreaded her word out now to where the point that my homeboys out here at work got videos being played at work, and nobody know like who the hell is she?
Exactly.
Like, and I'm like, but because like if you did it, like I said, free of charge, wasn't no deal need to be made because you niggas was that triggered because you don't think. So I'm like, you pretty much just gave a free promotion. And especially O'Shea. I mean, I rocks with O'Shea, but I'm like, dog, you done did about 25 videos.
Boy, he milking the shit out of that, boy.
Well, I'm hip in the head. I'm like, hey, man, you hustling. I'm like, get your hustling on because I think we added it. We did about, at the time, it was like 22 videos. A total, if you add all the video out, the minutes, it came up to like 4 hours. And it adds up to like 1.5 million views.
Right.
And I'm like, well, you know, he done made his money.
Yeah.
And he just dropped the video just an hour before we even got on the phone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm like, he's gonna milk and drain this, but also it's gonna be people gonna take this too far. And like I said, even though a lot of feminists or women are just running with her, at the end of the day, she's still a white woman, and they're going to look at a bunch of Negroes ganging up on one white girl. One, that makes you look weak as fuck, especially the dudes. Yeah. And two, they can charge this up to cyberbullying. And if you want to know, and I'm going to tell you this too, Fat Man, and this is probably going to come down the line.
What's up?
Some of you guys' favorite YouTuber that have this emotional misfit over her, they probably gonna mess around, and YouTube is probably gonna take away their channel, like Hassan Campbell, because of it. I bet nobody didn't think of that either. Right. Because they can chop it up to cyberbullying. You all are doing videos attacking a white girl. Yeah. Especially since she apologized and stuff. Even you can say if it was fake or not, it's whatever. But you know, the CEO of YouTube is a white feminist. The people on that board are white women. She's still her constituency. They're gonna look at that like, oh my gosh, look at what they doing. Look what they said about her. Bro, they finna blow it. And I'm like, Jason Black, you gotta be careful, bro, because especially on your other channel, you talk about white supremacy over there, and they already don't like that. You sitting over here coming after a white girl, you gotta be careful, sir.
Man, especially coming out of a white girl for nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, and you can risk it all you want, man. You know, get your channels plucked, get them scraped if you want, man. But I mean, like, man, weigh the scales. Is it worth it? Because she ain't do shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, really? Y'all motherfuckers is running around here kicking up dust over this? I'm like, man. So dig, man. While you out here in social media, I don't know. Can you give me a percentage, man, of how many brothers that you run into, or you've spoken to, or you've observed, you know what I mean? Is it 50-50 pro Pearly, 50-50 anti-Pearly? I mean, what's your feel out there, man?
I would say, other than when I talked to my homeboy and we were talking about it, and he said pretty much the same thing. I think majority of them are saying that in the real world, I think they were just saying she shares a naive chick. They didn't hear anything racial ambiguous or anything to that trajectory. It's just, like I said, it was just a topic that she should have shied away from. But it's nothing more. Like I said, we heard. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Down south, we done seen some real racism down here.
No doubt.
Down south, I'm like,
no doubt.
I'm like, the state next over is Alabama. The state above is Tennessee. Like, if you want to know what real racism is, go into the country towns of those states, and you'll see what real racism, what that is. Like, it's like what she did was mild compared to what I've seen. And like I said, I drive trucks. Yeah. I go to different people's city and towns all the time and have seen crazy, done been taught crazy to, Just about to hit a motherfucker in his face for talking slick. Also, like this is what she said was mild. And my thing is that because it's a white woman, like it's really for the black women that's bad. I expect that, but that's because of the myth of white womanhood. They have an inferior complex to this end. So that's that. And for the guys, they pretty much just pairing it after the women because it's a matriarch.
Right.
Non-accuracy, really. They gonna get mad with the women, and that's why I felt what you said was that women can't even tell from a real dude because they just bitch made as the women. And now I understand. I was like, I made a joke. I was like, when Kevin said you said with the chicks would die alone, I was like, well, they ain't got no choice because I'm like, shit, the bitch made ass niggas out here too. Shit. They must go die. Yeah, man. It's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. They in a Chinese finger trap when it comes out here, and it shows right here. This situation proves our point once again. It proves your point throughout the years. You and Tony, you guys talked about the psychology of the Negro and all the stuff that goes on, and especially in the pro-black sector. I mean, I would consider you people like you, Tony, like I said, everybody else in the Manosphere, we're more pro-black than the ones that consider V1. And the reason why I say that is because majority of they are pro-female.
Right.
Pro-black woman first. When you understand that you're a pro-black, you always know that the man is the head. The man is first.
Yeah.
The pro-black, they don't teach that anymore. They may slide it in and talk about the leaders and stuff, but y'all believe in permission-based leadership. There's no such thing as a leader. There's no such thing as a permission. It's either you get on board or you don't.
Yeah.
And that's why, and shout out to BTS, a lot of those guys, they may talk that mess on the screen, but behind closed doors, they complaining like a motherfucker, especially Dr. Umar Johnson. That's why he sometimes may be talking some red pill stuff when he's saying, black women need to choose better fathers. They need to stop doing that, da-da-da-da. When he says that, that's what he really means. That's what he really feels and what he really thinks, like behind the scenes. And my thing is that, but he can't really say that and harp so hard about it. Why? Because his base is majority women.
Right. And
so is Jason Black. Jason Black's base is majority women. When you start talking about pro-blackness and all this stuff, you tend to bring more of the women out because to them, it's a black man going against the white man, black king and da-da-da. There's something about that attracts them. I think you guys went into that, the psychology of that, after you guys' older videos. But it's something about that's going to have a lot of women subscribe to your channel. And my whole thing is that nobody has spoke about other stuff. People have spoke about this white girl or what she said that's valuable. Nobody has spoke for what Cynthia G said when she said born black babies, black male babies. Nobody has too much spoke for that. Nobody has spoke for Nala says when she said postpartum or something like that after birth, pretty much kill a black boy after he's alive and stuff.
Wow.
Nobody has an issue where you have divestors who has an avatar picture of a black man swinging on a tree from a noose and a girl on the other side swinging from the tree. Like, nobody has that type of smoke, but you have smoke for the girl who said something that was not even was on the written. It didn't even cause for none of this. But see, like I said, selective outrage. It also deal with this comment where people saying, well, she was calling black people lazy. That comment was more, how can I say, if you insinuating that black people don't like to work or lazy, okay, I can understand, but I can also give her some rope on that too, because let's keep it above. You motherfuckers is lazy.
I was waiting for it. I'm thinking to myself, Pharoah got to keep it 100. You got to keep it 100 on this one, man.
You guys are. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
If you talk to a black business owner that work with the black community and hire majority black people, they're gonna tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
These niggas don't be coming to work.
Yeah, I know.
These motherfuckers be coming in smelling like
weed.
Like motherfuckers sitting here, you have bad customer service, especially with the women.
Ooh. Oh, Lord.
Let's keep it all the way funky. And now my thing is, shout out to Vector, because he stays overseas. He's over in the motherland. So he was like, the Africans there are lazy. So what I understand, because you're in their lair. If you get an African that's living overseas, like for instance UK, like how Keith Richards is, a lot of them are not going to be on no laziness, because one, if you're a foreigner coming somewhere else, you already have to be a productive individual to be living in somebody else's country to get with. You don't come to another country to be a bum ass nigga.
Right.
So when you get in somebody else, or when you're getting somebody from China, Japan, Africa, somebody from South America, Brazil, or Colombia, or whatsoever, you're going to get productive individuals. Even your refugees are going to be productive here because they got to make a living, i.e. the Mexicans. So they but with black people, like she didn't, which that wasn't racist scale, it wasn't, but she was pretty much just saying, hey, Africans work hard. You know, Americans, really what she said, Americans almost are lazy. And there's articles that saying American as a whole are lazy, because guess what? Nobody's out here working these jobs.
Right.
You still got a job shortage. People still staying at home. They can't get employees. When you go into a food restaurant, you gotta wait almost an hour and a half for food to come out because of the staff shortage.
Yeah.
We gotta keep it real. We have to live in reality what we're seeing out here. I'm not up here. I didn't come up here talking about that to call y'all feelings. Like we gonna tell the truth like we've always been since the Liberty Syndicate days. Like, come on now. And that's what she was pretty much saying. Her experience dealing with the Africans, which the majority of them run that her production, they are on point. And that's been her experience, because the Black British, that's who she deals with over there. She's pretty much just told her experience. But we got a lot of people getting mad and stuff. I mean, she didn't say all of y'all were lazy. Right. But she just said, half y'all are. And she wasn't lying.
Well, yeah, black folks are kind of like victims of that, that white liberalism, man. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, don't worry, little Negro, it's not your fault. It's not. So, black folks are just, like I said, they. How can I put this? Let me go back to the work ethic of the black man or the black woman right about now. See, the theory is, as far as I'm concerned, we have a magnified deficit of not being able to work hard or having a work ethic, because we have a bad habit of not being able to unify. We can't necessarily get together and have each one of our units, each one of our individuals, each one of our peoples band together, and that would magnify our work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we can get together and we can actually get shit done. But black folks have a bad problem with actually getting together and working together. Therefore, it makes us look much worse than we actually are as far as our work ethic is concerned. You know what I mean? Because, every brother I know that's, within my cipher, within my eyesight, dudes that I rock with, I fuck with, they hard workers, man. You know what I mean? They work hard, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when she said that, I can look at it and be like, damn, as a collective, she's right. As a collective, man, we got a bad problem. We got a serious issue with actually having a serious work ethic of getting shit done. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, I'm thinking about every cat that I know in my personal life and cats I know online. You know what I mean? Everybody putting in work. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, let me put it to you this way: just as a collective, we got a problem. We got issues, and we also got an issue with it. Like, man, I always go back to customer service, man, when it comes to black women. Oh my God. Oh, I mean, I was just on a bus. Let me see here, about a couple weeks ago, man, and I don't know, for anybody that don't understand, Big Mike has hit hard times as far as his health is concerned, and I no longer have legs. My legs are gone, so I have to actually get mobile transport, you know what I mean, to go places, man, because I'm not even driving my car, right? But I'm on there, and there's this other woman that's on the bus, black woman, and she was throwing a fit, man. She was yelling at the bus driver and threatening to beat him up and all sorts of shit, because the dude picked me up. He got a schedule. He got to pick up certain individuals and drop them off at a certain amount of time. There's an order to it. But he fucked around and he rolled past her destination. You know what I mean? The street he could have turned on and dropped her off. But, he ain't trying to lose his job for this bitch. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, he got to drop off who he got to drop off in a lot amount of time according to the schedule. And man, she was just going ham on that goddamn bus, man. I'm thinking, how we gonna build anything with stupid ass hoes like this? Man, it's just like, look, sit your ass down and just wait the extra 10 minutes to get dropped off. You know what I mean? You threatening to beat them up, and this is ridiculous, and just irrational. Just and I just wanted to cuss her ass out, man, but I didn't want to fuck around and end up in jail. You know what I mean? With no legs. You know what I'm saying? I would have fucking crawled out my wheelchair and beat that bitch ass, man. I was like, hell no, man.
And you will have dumb Negroes that would justify, why you may have a few that's sitting over and say she shouldn't have carried on herself like that, but you have a bunch of Negroes, like I said, would justify the fucking. That's why I said it's really, at this point, it's a culture problem.
Yeah.
And anybody that's sitting over here and disagree with that, you're part of the problem. And that's why I'm saying the black community has a really Americans, but when white people, when they get a cold, black people get the flu. So
right.
We get it way worse, and they perpetuate it way worse. So my thing is that it's just, I can understand, listen. It kind of ties this way to the passport bros, where the men, you will have to go overseas, because what I say is you just have to breathe it out.
Mm-hmm.
These situations like this, you will have to breathe the dysfunction out. You can no longer just let it fester, because we've been dealing with this really for hundreds of years. I mean, if you look at it as far as the matriarchy, you have countless of books and articles where it said this has been like this since the beginning, since we came over here. The black community has never been a patriarch. It is always, and it's been in the matriarchy is pretty much supplied by white supremacy. It's funded. That's why with all this stuff you see now coming ahead, the daddy government can't afford to sit over here and give money to sis that's living in Section 8 and stuff.
Right.
They can't afford to keep giving food stamps and WIC and stuff. That's why if you look at it, those Section 8 vouchers that people have, they can't even find nowhere to live. Why? Because the rents are too dang expensive. It can't even cover the rent. It can't even cover the houses. So, and I told people, they're gonna find a way around this. And pretty much what we looking at is what's going on. That's why you see more women, they coming back to the table, but they're doing it more in deceptive ways. And we told them city in that, when they come back to the table, are you going to believe them, or these guys are sitting on talking about they have changed? Are you really going to believe them, or it just takes a situation like Pearly or something like that, and you see people, are they thinking? This situation exposed a lot of people. Yeah. Know where they at, and they thinking. People that's coming after Angry Man, which people in Jason Black comment section talk about he should do a video on him next. to come after him. Because I'm like, at this point, now you're just trying to beef with certain people.
Mm-hmm.
You're beefing with people that pretty much, like I said, Kevin said, because you have a very complex to a dead man. Like, I'm like, dude, get over yourself. Like, there's a reason why the algorithm didn't pick you. Like, it is what it is. The algorithm is picking Pearly. It picked Kevin Samuels. It picked Tate. It picked other individuals before you. Like, I'm like, one, like I said, you talk about that white supremacy stuff. That's not gonna go long on the algorithm,
right?
Because you pretty much are talking to pretty much Pearly constituency. Like, you talking about white folks. You sitting over talking about DeSantis. You talking about Biden, Kamala Harris. Like, nobody's not going to be tied to that, especially for people who either work in government or whatever, or in the politics, or if they have high-paying corporate jobs. Nobody's not going to sacrifice, and they shouldn't, because you Negroes not going to help them out. You Negroes not going to pay your bills, and quite frankly, you Negroes don't even stick together. This whole crap that y'all got going on, this is not sticking together.
Right.
This is just sitting over here. It's just, he's emotionally hustling, y'all. He's doing similar to what Jared Jackson does, where he sits over here and just tells women what they want to hear. He's doing similar to the pro-black, just sitting over here taking advantage of y'all outrage, telling y'all that, oh, she thinks that she's winning, oh, but she's going to hide a few days because she said no podcast being done, just me. No, you don't know what she's doing. She could be behind the scenes. Look at this, y'all. These motherfuckers got upset. And even though I told them black people were going to be mad about this when I said the statement, look what they done did. They still got mad. And watch when I apologize, ain't nothing's going to happen. I told one guy, I'm sitting over here, one guy came on the panel, and I believe it was on either Art New Style or I think it was BGS, where he was saying, hey, I think it was E-Black, he was saying, hey, she apologized, but she did give these up to, for somebody, at least an African American or somebody black, to pretty much want to talk or do business or whatever. I said, bro, with Negroes, you can't even trust, like, ain't no open, it don't even matter what she would have said. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, just like a bond.
You can't, like, you couldn't, like, you won't take no chance with that. Oh, apologize. Pretty much, my thing is, it was just obvious with her. Like I said, it's if we had to. If we had to go through this timeline, man, of every situation that we have had where people have gotten into beefs, squabbles for over petty stuff, like we know that apologies never have worked. It don't even work amongst ourselves, just especially within the Black Manosphere, the beef that we had to go through. Like the whole thing, Angleman, O'Shea, and then whole thing with the city, and then to ARC, rest in peace, and then like it's just one thing after another, and you like, well, God dang, like, but because a white girl up in here, oh, we all just gonna band together, I'm like, bro, y'all so weak. This is all fake.
Yeah,
this is all fake, and you doing it for no reason, and you making, like I said, you keep coming at this girl, bro. YouTube is going to get y'all. They're going to get y'all. They not playing with y'all. Like,
hey, check it, man. One thing that really irritate me is the fact that, just like, you familiar with Red Supreme? Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like, I rocks with Red Supreme, man. I like his shit, man, but he was totally out of pocket, man, with the way he came at Angry Man, bruh. I'm like, what in the fuck is, all over this white girl in her little weak-ass comments, man. He calling Angry Man a sellout and a coon, and I'm like, really, that's what you do, man? You know what I mean? You rock with Angry Man for years, man. You agree with him and you tout, what he's saying, and you agreeing with what he's saying. And it take this one little incident for you to just totally flip on a brother, man. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that, he's talking about, hey, y'all fucking with Angry Man, y'all just stay on over there. I don't even want y'all over here. I don't even want y'all. I'm like, what, nigga? You know what I mean? All over this. You know what I mean? So, we got these so-called pro-black niggas, man, acting very anti-black. It's like, well, where's the unity in this, man? Because you got your panties in a bunch because somebody said something you don't agree with. Now, all of a sudden, I can't fuck with you. I can't anybody that fuck with them. I don't want to fuck with them either. I'm like, oh, man, that sounds like some bitch talk, man. I'm like, Red, you really disappointed me, partner. You disappointed me, man. I can understand if you disagree with Angry Man's position, but to take it to the point where you like, nah, man, fuck that. I ain't even trying to fuck with him no more. And I ain't fucking with nobody that even fuck with him. No, I'm like, what? I'm like, bruh, man. I'm like, really? I'm like, I ain't got time for the bitch shit, man. I mean, that's some bitch shit.
Oh, it definitely is. And my whole thing is that ended up, but I even said this, future collab that you could have potentially been with, depending on who you mad at, you kind of ruin it when you do that. Especially somebody like Angry Man. I mean, Angry Man has grown so much, man. He's almost up to 400K.
Yeah, I think he is at 400K. I think so.
Yeah, like he literally has grown throughout the year, especially because if you look at all Angry Man's algorithm, all of his shorts gets more shared than his actual video.
Right.
So he found the niche in shorts, which was genius as hell. And he was able to grow from that, especially since he was doing his street conservative stuff. So he was able to get people who was from the conservative side to rock with him too. Because we've known Angry Man for years. If you listen to him speaking his views and stuff, they were a little bit more conservative anyway. He never really had too much liberalism about him. Right. But so I mean, you kind of messed that up, and Red was, I was kind of baffled by that because I thought he would have had more, I would say, more of a logical thought. Right. To fall into that, because I would tell him in person, if I had to talk to him, I was like, listen, bro, Jason is playing y'all. He really is. Like, they are not really, they don't care about that white girl. They don't care about what she said. And I said, if it really, and it's crazy because a guy was sitting over saying that he didn't care about Jason Black motive. I'm like, you crazy. I said, the motive is the big reason why he did this. Like, yes, I would pay attention to what his motivation was behind for this. I'm like, because if he would have left it alone. He would have known that, okay, this is a white girl. She doesn't understand our plight. Like, I mean, you could have took the Professor Black Truth, since they all in that same round, and you didn't even hear from Professor Black Truth talking about it, even though he knows. But you didn't even hear it because he knows what's up. So my whole thing is that I would have told Red Sweet, like, man, listen, he's playing y'all. Like, he can sit over here and with his, he not speaking very elegantly, whatever, like, you can miss me with that. Is it logically, do you think what's going on, what he's doing, do you think that it warrants all of this that y'all got going on, that y'all doing? He really put y'all in a frenzy. That's what he did was, so he can boost him up. Because like I said, Jason has been shadow banned for a long time, and even though he puts out real information, like I said, nobody's not gonna rob as a collective with the white supremacist talk. It's gonna reach your black constituency who's gonna rock with it and nobody else. It's not gonna get far because you pretty much going out the corporation, you going out the news channels like CNN, MSNBC, all of that. They not gonna listen to that. So of course YouTube is gonna shadow ban him. And he talking this about YouTube too. I'm like, who you think run it? They're feminists that runs it. You don't rock with them, so what do you think they're going to do? They're going to shadow ban him. So there's a motive behind that. He's trying to, there's a vacuum that needed to be voiced since Kevin passed. And guess what? The algorithm, it pretty much is chosen Pearly. and you niggas done it more. Like, the algorithm is going to continue to choose Pearly. So I just told, and shout out to BGS, he said, if you're smart, you just have to pretty much, she's a tool to be used. She's not a supposed ally. She's not somebody who we gonna pay to or look up. She is a tool to get your thoughts across to the open public.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So use it as such. Like, but you have Negroes that can't even think past that. You got Negroes saying, well, this is a shitty tool. We shouldn't use it. Well, how do you know if it's a shitty tool? Like, if it was a shitty tool, it wouldn't have no effect. You niggas are sitting over here crying and complaining about it. So obviously, it ain't shitty enough.
Right.
So, I mean, so my thing is that you like, when we came to this space, and you've been here for a while,
right.
It was for the black men to get their point across. It was for people to get the negative stereotypes, all the negative connotation they had about black men as a collective, because people were continuing to rely on our name, and there was no pushback. We broke that barrier when Kevin Samuels went mainstream. And it happened at a perfect time, because I even said it wasn't even really YouTube that broke it up. Somebody was trying to get famous and put Kevin Samuels, the average at best, on World Star Hip Hop, and guess what? And just like that, voila, there you have it. Yeah. That's all it took. That's all it took. And I've always said what people's main mistake was going to be was for that to happen. For you to ever, because now what you're doing is people's going to start digging even more. They're going to start finding, like I said, Black Ram. These years they're going to find O'Shea. They're going to find England. They're going to find the city, and then they're going to work their way down. They're going to find Bernard Riley, Mr. Fantastic, Crimson Cure. Shout out, she's doing her thing for real. And then even into the smaller ones, hell, they may end up coming to you. So they want to know about the whole. So I got 75. Like, how y'all was able to do this? Because you damn sure gonna need it, especially with this recession coming up. So y'all said talking about y'all don't be trekking and stuff. Well, we gonna see. We gonna see, because there ain't too many women gonna continue to keep fucking free. I'm sorry. So,
hey, well, check it out. Yeah, we coming up on the hour, man. I got some things I gotta take care of, man. So what I want to do, I want to get some parting words, man, your last thoughts. But before you do that, I'm gonna get mine, and it's real simple. Fellas, if you out here and you have conflicting opinions and viewpoints about Pearly, right? That's cool. That's fine. But don't take the road of, I don't like you no more. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home, and I ain't playing with you no more. Don't act like a bitch, okay? Go ahead and just agree to disagree and keep it moving, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead and rock with each other for the shit that you do agree with than the shit that you don't agree with. Simple as that. It's simple mathematics, man. That's my issue right now with these Negroes, man. I mean, these Negroes is really falling out over this Pearly chick, man, and I can't understand it, man. So that's what I want to go ahead and get off. And also, like O'Shea and all the other cats, and like Red Supreme, and that's got issues, but I still respect and love the hell out of these cats, man. You know what I mean? Ain't no hate. It's not a hater bone in my body with these cats, man. But I'm just saying, look, just be a little bit more, be a little bit more masculine, man, when you're dealing with situations like this, man. Don't be so feminine, man. Talking about you don't want to play with me no more. You don't want to kick it no more, man, because you mad about 2 or 3% of the things that we disagree on, man. So go ahead, man. What's your parting words and parting thoughts on this, Pharoah?
My parting words was, whenever stuff like this happens, and this is what I'm talking to all the black people right now, when anything like this happens, you always need to ask yourself, like, what's the root or where it came from and who pretty much is speaking to it, because, like I said, it's always a motive. Like, nothing, like I said, nothing is not an accident. Like, it's something purposely going on.
Right.
And for, like, this situation pretty much just proves that you niggas is emotional as hell. Y'all haven't learned. Like, and the funny thing is that you niggas will sit over here and cry racist. He's a racist. But you same motherfuckers will go out and vote Democrat. But that's but I digress.
Man, that's a whole nother can of worms. That's big.
Yep. And 2024 is gonna be right around the corner, and you're gonna be seeing the crying again, especially if they get Trump back.
Yeah, man.
So, like I said, appreciate you having me on, man. Not let these niggas stress you out. And like I said, you guys come for my boy Fat Man with the BS. We will strike back. Like Tony said, with these emotional niggas. You know, I see you with the white woman. You always wanted her. No, nigga, no.
Man, yeah, they don't want this smoke, man. I'm ready, man. I'm locked and loaded, man. I mean, you don't see hardly nobody coming at me, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it could be just because I'm a non-factor. Don't nobody know I exist anymore. Or it could be that other thing, man. You know, your arms is too short to box with God, nigga. Go ahead.
With this Burley situation, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody, it only takes a few for them to look at your video and comment some dumb crap under there, man. So, now, in this situation, it's no holds barred, man. I would say anybody, man, it's you just can't trust them, man. They'll try it. They'll try it, especially the Jason Black fans and stuff. It's his whole underlying. It's really a cult. That's why we call him the Black Jim Jones. It's really a cult. The way he, and they'll come in the comment section and then they'll try to summon you pretty much like how he did. Try to do O'Shea, Obsidian, Burley, and mediocre tutorial reviews. MTR, and then had the nerve to go and lead attorney. And I'm like, lead is one of them type of people, man. You can look at him and tell he got some shit up his sleeve always.
Okay.
So I wouldn't even, Jason, you better tread lightly. So yeah.
All right, man. Well, check it out, man. Appreciate having you on. Appreciate hearing from you, man. I'm like, man, it's always good to hear from one of the original squad, man. Original crew member, man. So that's what it is. So Big Mike, the almighty Triple XL, coming at y'all live and direct. Maxi Limits Radio Show and Philosopher King Central. And we out.